Go for it.
So who's a fan of Lord of the Rings? Do you guys know where Lord of the Rings was filmed?
New Zealand.
Good answer. It's up there. Okay, so New Zealand is a very diverse place, both in the land and the people. And you guys are thinking, why should we believe you in this? Well, because I've been there. Today, I'm going to be talking about the people of New Zealand, the environment, and some popular places to visit if you guys ever go to New Zealand. So first are the people of New Zealand. These are the Maori. The Maori are originally Polynesian and are said to travel from China through the South Pacific around about 3,500 years ago. They came on 8 different canoes. I wish I could say the names. I can't, I'm sorry. They're all very difficult to pronounce. But the 8 different canoes were then the tribes that they became once they got to New Zealand. They have many different cultural dances. The first 2 I can't really pronounce. But the first one is like action songs that they sing with children. And then the second one is traditional chants that they would say before wars or at celebrations or something like that. Another one is a haka, that is traditionally a war dance that they would do in front of the other people that they're going to fight, and it's supposed to intimidate them and scare them into submitting. The next one is poi, and they usually use 2 balls on strings, and they throw them around kind of, and like it's hard to explain, but it's actually really cool. I saw it in New Zealand when I went. It was awesome. And the language that they speak is Te Reo Maori, which means the Maori language. I know, original, right? The next people are the Kiwis. You think Kiwis are fruit. They're not always just fruit. The people of New Zealand like to be called Kiwis because they're known for kiwis and kiwi birds. They have many different ethnic backgrounds, but mainly of European descent, like Scottish, English, Welsh, Irish, French, Dutch, Scandinavian, South Slavic. There are also people from Asia and the Pacific Islands around there, and many come from Africa or Latin America as well. So the next one is the environment. First we're going to talk about the land. Mount Cook, which is this one right here, is the tallest mountain in New Zealand. It's about 12,218 feet. I got to ride in a helicopter around Mount Cook and see the whole thing and both glaciers. It was beautiful. The next one is the Fox Glacier, which is this picture. It's one of 2 glaciers that surrounds Mount Cook. When we went, we got to go to take a hike to the foot of this glacier and look at all of it. It's not quite that far anymore because of global warming. It has receded quite a bit. And then the one at the top, that's Milford Sound, which is a fjordland. And what a fjordland is, it's kind of like a mountain that's underwater, and it's filled in by the ocean because it's on the coast and not in the middle. Usually sounds, when they found this, they thought it was a sound because there was a waterfall coming into it, and that's how they thought it was built up. But with further research, they found out that it was a fjordland instead, but they just kept the name Milford Sound. And then next is the animals. kiwi bird, which is this top one up here. Isn't he cute? Kiwi birds are what New Zealand is most proud of, and that's why they like to be called kiwis, is mainly because this bird is kind of like their mascot. They try their best to protect this bird because it's very weak. The beak is very small and easily broken. It's also a nighttime or nocturnal bird, and they are on the endangered list. The next one is the kea, which is the far picture. Kea parrots are the only alpine parrots in the world, which means they are the only parrots that you can find in the mountains. In New Zealand, you can find them around Milford Sound and Arthur's Pass National Park. They're also known to have the behavior of a 3-year-old child, and they like to mess around with you a lot. So, and then the last one is the tutura. I think that's how you say it. Okay, so this is a lizard-like reptile, and it's the only living thing alive from the dinosaur era. So these reptiles were around when T-Rexes were also around. And then some popular places to visit. First one's Queenstown. I enjoyed Queenstown so much when we went. Winter is usually the most popular time here because the mountains around it, you can go skiing on them. Winter is also the months of June through August, so it's not the same time as it is here. Many people come from Australia for the weekend just to go skiing because they can, they're that close. It's also the adventure capital of the world. They have the world's largest swing there. I wish I could show you the video, but I didn't put it on here. I went on it and I literally almost died. It was really scary. It's about a 900-foot drop from the top platform, which is over there. And they also have nature walks and a bunch of hikes that you can go on as well, which are popular. And it's just a short drive from Milford Sound as well, so if you want to go to the Sound, you can. The next one is Christchurch. In 2011, there was a huge earthquake that damaged most of the city, but the reason it was damaged a lot was because the city had recently just gone through some other earthquakes, so it was a lot weaker than it should have been at the time. The city is slowly rebuilding itself with the Restart Mall, which is this. It's a mall created out of shipping containers that after the earthquake, they put them there to help restart the economy there. They also have the Cardboard Church. This is the Christtown Church right here, and it was completely destroyed in the earthquake. So they couldn't use it anymore, so they created what they call the Cardboard Church because most of it's created out of cardboard, and that's where they worship now. And lastly, the Botanical Gardens. That was my favorite place in Christchurch because you could sit under a tree and read a book or have a picnic with family or friends, or you could just walk around the park. I never got around the park completely because it's huge. Lastly, there's Auckland. It's the largest city in New Zealand. The Sky Tower, this is the view of Auckland, and this right here is the Sky Tower. You can go all the way to the top, and it's the tallest building in New Zealand and Auckland. You can walk around the outside of it and hold on tightly to the side if you don't want to fall over. But you can also jump off the side in bungee jumping. And then there's the Auckland Zoo, which is the largest group to hold all New Zealand animals. there's also other animals there as well, but have the most native animals to New Zealand there as well. So that is my presentation. I've told you all about the environment, the people, and some popular places to visit. When I went, I didn't want to come back to the United States because it's a great place to be. Thanks for listening. Here's my citations. Any questions?
All right.